If you have talent and if you wish to work hard, the first step is to start. There are so many days when you feel like giving up, but that's not it. Keep a lot of patience. Building a business is not a 1 year or a 1 day job.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm Sara Khan, currently pursuing a degree in fashion design from Premlila Vithaldas Polytechnic, SNDT Women's University, and I'm going to be your host for our today's podcast. Today, we're excited to welcome Drishti Gupta, our alumni from Premlila Vithaldas Polytechnic, SNDT Women's University, where she completed her diploma in apparel manufacture and design in 2019. Drishti began her career as a costume stylist in the film and web industry, growing from an intern to a senior costume assistant. In 2022, she decided to take a bold step towards her long term dream, creating something of her own. That's how Kilkari, a vibrant kidswear brand, came to life. Along with her co founder, Deepesh Darji, who holds a master's in marketing from Oxford Brookes University, Drishti has built Kilkari into one of India's fastest growing kidswear brand with over 60,000 Instagram followers, 1 lakh plus orders, and 250 plus events across the country in just 2 years. We're delighted to have Drishti with us today to share her inspiring journey and the story behind Kilkari's incredible success.
Thank you so much. I'm really honored to be here. Back to college is always the best part, and I've been in touch with all my faculties after college. So it's always a great feeling to come back.
We're so glad to have you here, ma'am. Okay, so let's start. Drishti, let's start from the beginning. What first drew you towards fashion and design during your time at Premlila Vithaldas Polytechnic?
So since childhood, I had a nick for fashion. My mom used to dress me up, and I used to be the best dressed in the class. So that was something that came with me through college. Even though I was a commerce student, but I fought with my dad. Left college in 12th. I did my commerce, and then I joined diploma in Prem Leela Vathaldas Polytechnic. Had uh, gone to a lot of other colleges, researched, but then once I saw that there are so many famous personalities that have come out of Premlila Vithaldas Polytechnic, be it Masaba Gupta, be it, I think Sonakshi Sinha also graduated from here. So it was a very exciting moment for me, and that's how I decided that I want to start my fashion journey at Premlila Vithaldas Polytechnic.
Great, that's a great story. How did your college experience at SNDT influence your creativity and career path?
I think the best part was our faculties who actually directly did not help us in creating stuff, but they opened our mind. They made us free to open up to creativity, and that's how it helps us a lot when you are not restricted to create something, but you are allowed to open up and show your creativity in the manner you want to.
That is true. Okay, you started your career as a costume stylist in the film and web industry. What was that phase like for you?
Very overwhelming, to be very honest, because I was just a 20-year-old entered into the fashion world, and film sets are huge. You see from the TV, it looks like what it is. It's just a film, but the kind of effort and the kind of hours that go behind filmmaking is commendable, and that's where I started to learn that you need to work hard in life to achieve something.
Wow. Can you share a memorable learning experience or a moment from your time working on film projects with us?
Oh, that there is no one memory. There are a lot of memories. But yes, there are so many times when you feel like giving up because you have 18-hour shifts in the day. You are exhausted, you are hungry, you haven't slept throughout the night because you have night shifts as well. But patience and perseverance is something that keeps you going. And so many people are there to motivate you. I have been under Shruti Kapoor, who was our alumna of the same department, and I have learned from her how to stay confident, be persevere, and just do what you are doing. Don't think about what is going to be the output. Just keep working hard.
That is so inspiring. In 2022, you decided to step away from a fast paced industry to focus on your own dream. What inspired that decision, and how did you find the motivation to keep going?
So I just want to share something. So basically, I was at not a very good phase when in 2022 when I left the industry. Got very exhausted. I felt physically ill. went through a very bad phase. But then, in the end of 2022, I think, I remember having just a vague conversation with my partner, Dipesh, who's currently my co founder, that I had thought once of starting a kids' clothing brand. And this brand was literally a 15-minute output. And he's like, okay, let's start. I'll finance it for you and let's begin the brand. And literally in 15 minutes, we started Kilkari.
Wow, my god. The name Kilkari is so beautiful and unique. Could you please share the story behind it?
There is no, like, so many people have told me that the name is so beautiful, what was the thought process, but there was literally no thought process behind the name. So what had happened is, I had the thought, as I said, vaguely I had a thought in my mind, I want to start a kids clothing brand and it would be named Kilkari. Maybe secretly the universe was kind of manifesting this for me, and it turned out to be the reality. So don't underestimate your manifestations. They will come soon, very, very soon. True.
Starting a brand from scratch is never easy. What were some of the biggest challenges you faced in the early stages and how did you overcome them?
Biggest challenges that I faced as an entrepreneur. Firstly, I see a lot of people who want to start their business but are very hesitant to even start. Starting and taking some steps is the first thing. Even if you can start a business with a very less finance, but still you can make it something very big if you have talent and if you wish to work hard. The first step is to start. The second step, you should always be consistent. Like, not every day is the same day, but do small efforts that will turn out to be a bigger effort in a longer picture.
That's very inspiring. How did your partnership with Dipesh shape the growth and direction of Kilkari?
So honestly, I was very, very lucky that my partner is actually my fiance right now, and our qualities are very different. Now, when you have different quality, it is rightly said that opposites attract, and that happens into the business as well. I am from a fashion designing background, and he's from a marketing background, and that is the best part, and that's where our worlds blend, and that's how actually Kilkari was able to reach where it is right now, because my creativity and his thought of how we can sell that product is what worked for us.
Beautiful. Kilkari has grown tremendously in just 2 years. Over 60,000 followers and 1 lakh plus orders. What do you think has been the key to that success?
It's not just one thing. As I said, there are so many things. There are so many days when you feel like giving up, but that's not it. Just work hard, keep going. You will face a lot of difficulties in the path. There will be so many people, and as women, to be honest, we face a lot of difficulties every day. Just keep doing what you're doing. Believe in yourself. The first thing is that when I used to work as a costume assistant, there are some times when you have arguments or conversations with your seniors, and when you feel you are right but still you are negated, keep your confidence in place. If you know you are right, somewhere you know your capabilities and believe in yourself. That will help you to reach somewhere that because your mind and your heart really knows what you want to do and where you will reach in life. So just follow your heart, just keep working hard and keep a lot of patience. Building a business is not a 1 year or a 1 day job. It takes time. Keep working hard. It will take, for some it takes 1 year, for some it takes 5 years, for some it takes 10 years. But just keep working hard as per your pace. Just give your best every day and you will reach your goal.
Right. What's your long-term vision for Kilkari? Where do you see the brand 5 years from now?
Long-term vision, I would say I would want to see every child in India wearing Kilkari. That is our end goal, and slowly we'll be spreading our wings globally as well. And yeah, that's what it.
As an entrepreneur, how do you stay motivated during tough times or creative blocks?
So, thinking of tough times, recently in the last trains, we had a very bad flooding at our warehouse. We've lost stock worth rupees, I think 10-12 lakhs. The moment we entered the warehouse, the first thought in my mind was, let's clear up the mess. Because if you sit there worrying about what has happened, you will lose time on doing the next step. The next step is how quickly I can fix this mess. So that's how you work hard every day. If there is a hardship, work it out. See what you can do. Find a solution. Don't sit crying for what will happen. Just be quick, find the solution, and that's when you move to the next step. About creative vlogs are your body telling you that you need a break. Come out of the desk, go out, go walk, take a walk, come back. Nature is the best medicine. And yes, so listen to your body. Creative vlogs are just a phase. Just go into the nature, rejuvenate, and come back.
I'm sure that's very helpful for everyone listening. What message would you like to share with budding designers who dream of starting their own label?
So, first of all, I would like to tell you, work hard as much as you can. I've been saying this again and again because I have done that. So, you will not, to be honest, you will not be able to start your business in the first 5 years, and you shouldn't. There is a reason why. You need to learn as much as you can. Take me as many internships as you want. Take change as many jobs that you want, because if you don't find the purpose in the job that you're doing right now, it is not for you. Your mind, your body, your heart will tell you where you want to, what you want to pursue, and go for that. In my third year, so we used to have these lectures where our alumni used to come and they used to give us insights of how their journey has been gone. And I think I mentioned about Miss Shruti Kapoor. So she had come to give us a lecture about her journey. And that's where it struck me that I wanted to become a costume stylist. Your heart knows what you really want to do. And the costume styling journey, I worked for 5 years in the styling industry. That helped me a lot to start my own business, because that involves a lot of process where you source fabrics, do samplings, do trials, and that's where when you see outfits on actual people, you know that how they will work commercially as well. So learn as much as you can, learn from people who have gone through failures as well, because they will be the best teachers for you, because they will tell you what mistakes not to make.
How do you think young designers can overcome challenges like self doubt, time management, financial pressure, or competition in the industry?
Be confident. You know what you are worth of, and love yourself. That's the best part. That's where your self doubt will never come in. Be patient in whatever you do. Nothing, as I said, will turn around over one night. It takes a lot of time for something to become a success, or a journey where people start noticing you. It will only happen over time. Um, be for fashion students, be creative, find your niche. It's not necessary that you have to be good in everything that you do. You will have one niche that will allow you and to take you to greater heights, because only when you follow your niche is when you will become successful, because that is what you will enjoy doing in life.
Finally, looking back at your journey from a costume intern to a successful entrepreneur, what's one lesson you'll always carry with you?
Stay grounded in whatever you do. Whoever has been a costume stylist, they will relate to this. You will literally have to carry their slippers, shoes, everything, run behind them to the set, behind the actors, because the whole production setup is dependent on you. So you will have to do everything. You will have to mop the floor. If you have your own business, you'll have to do everything. So stay as humble and grounded as you can. Even if success comes or no, you need to be grounded and stay humble always.
Oh, that's great advice. All right, so now it's time for a rapid fire round. Are we ready?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. One style trend you hope never returns.
Jeggings. They are neither jeans nor leggings, and they have a very bad fit.
Your go to outfit.
I'm wearing today a classic white shirt and black trousers.
Oh, perfect. Favorite accessory.
I love stacking up jewelry. I've stacked my necklace. I love stacking up bracelets.
Biggest fashion pet peeve.
A fashion pet peeve. Skinny jeans. They really annoy me.
A fashion rule you love to break.
So many people don't know. Actually, when you're accessorizing, people don't prefer accessorizing gold and silver together. But
Yeah.
if accessorized well, it looks lovely.
Oh, okay. What is the best advice you have ever received about fashion?
best advice would be, um, your dressing will make people perceive you the way you want them. So
Wow.
dress well, show up every day, and then the world will do itself.
Okay, so now a little trip back to memory lane. Who was your favorite faculty member in college and why?
My favorite faculty member has always been Jeeval ma'am, always. She is the one who has motivated each and every child. Like personally, she knew initially when I was also in college. She saw through me that what I wanted to do. Always encouraged each and every kid, and that is the reason our faculties are actually the reason we are standing here today.
That is true, actually. What was the most challenging subject?
I used to hate PMSC. PMSC is pattern making and construction. Hated PMSC. It was like wo Ishan Avasthi wala moment for me. I couldn't understand measurements, and I used to make everything. I used to make, I knew how to construct a skirt or something, but I used to go blank. How do I do this? I used to hate PMSC, but yeah, I was always into styling, into illustrations, but PMSC was a subject which was very difficult for me.
If you could teleport to any specific college event, which one would it be?
Oh, the Chrysalis of 2018, that was our final year project. And the moment we were announced, we were the collection of the year for
Oh, wow.
that particular Chrysalis. That moment is still, the one that I would want to go back. That pride you feel when you are on the stage and everybody is clapping for you, it is unmatchable. Even today, after achieving little what I have, that feeling is unmatchable.
Your biggest fashion school all-nighter accomplishment?
Again, Chrysalis, me and my partner Saloni, we were doing this project together. We have put our day, night, we have slept only for 2 hours in the night, come back to college, went to vendors, done, figured out everything, again come back, sleep for 2 to 3 hours, and the output was amazing.
Okay, what is the one thing that you miss most about college?
The dabba parties we used to have. All the students, everybody used to get something else, and we used to sit in the. So there is a table in the on the terrace
Right.
next to our department. Every day in the lunchtime, everybody used to carry their different cuisines, and we used to share everything. That's the best part about school, you know,
That
friends.
is so sweet. Okay, so with that, I would like to conclude our podcast by thanking Drishti ma'am for joining us here today and imparting her wisdom and experience that I'm sure will help so many who strive to make their mark in the industry. And also, a special thanks to all our listeners and everyone who is responsible for making this podcast a big success. Thank you.